everyone, this is Sandy Reese with Stampacrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me today. We have our October card class projects today, so super excited to share those with you. Before we get started, I want to remind you to click subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And this month we have an awesome starter kit deal. It's $35 and you can purchase or you get to choose $125 worth of product, your choice. So super great deal. We never have it discounted. Normally it's $99. You pick $125 in product, you get some free stuff, free shipping. This month only $35, or you can choose the $99 kit and pick $189 of product. So you, depending on how much you want to spend, it's a great deal both ways, about $90 in free product. So we've already had a lot of people take advantage of this this month, and just want to remind you, it is a really good deal. You'll be a demonstrator at least through the end of April, and after you purchase your starter kit, you get free access to pre-orders, so you get to order before anybody else, see the new product before anybody else. You have the option to go to Stampin' Up! Events if you want, and you have saved 20% off your orders immediately. So, I mean, who doesn't want to save 20%? I mean, 20%'s a good deal. And on top of that 20%, you also get your 10% rewards on your orders. So I would encourage any of you who are not a demonstrator, whether you've been one in the past or you just love our product, now is an awesome time to join. If you have any questions, just post them or message me, and I'm happy to get back to you. I see we got Patty on today. Hi, Patty. Okay, so let's get started. Our first project we are using, and we're going to use this on one of the others too, the Traditions of Christmas Suite collection. This is one of our mega suites, so it has 2 bundles. So 2 stamp sets, 2 die sets. It has an embossing folder. Love that. We're using that on the first one. It's got these beautiful sparkly sequins and some red ribbon. So let's get started with our first project. So we are doing, I'm just going to make one, but if you make a purchase of $50 or more online outside of class, you are going to get a kit to make these projects. You get 2 of each design. Which way does my card open? That way? Okay. Die cutting and embossing will be done for you ahead of time, and then you just have to stamp and assemble. All right, so I have a 4 by 5 1/4 sheet of basic white, and what I've done is embossed the wreath. This is the embossing folder right here, and I've just done it over to on the left side. And we're going to just adhere this, before we do that, we're going to add some things. I've got a little piece of designer paper. Now, if you make the purchase and you get the kit, you will also get a PDF with measurements and instructions. Okay, so I didn't put that down very straight, did I? We're going to put, now it will either be a plaid or the striped old olive cardstock or designer paper from this suite. And I'm going to put my tape. We're going to tape this piece of ribbon just around the seam. I just like to use good old-fashioned Scotch tape for this part, but you can use tear and tape or whatever adhesive you have. And then we're going to adhere this to the card front. And if you want, you could do it that way. I'm doing it this way today. I'm gonna just switch it up a little bit. Usually I put it on the left side, but I'm gonna do it on the right side. And then we have a piece of, one of the patterns of designer paper has this great large swag of florals. It's this one right here. This one has bouquets, this one has a big swag, and this one has a clump. And then these 2 or 3 are just, you know, full of just all different flowers. So we're going to take this one and we are going to pop this one up. We'll do 3. Okay, I've already done the, I think it looks better this way. I've already done the die cutting to save a little time. You want to make sure that your die cut images are popped up on the paper, not just the ribbon. If they're just popped up on the ribbon, they're going to be, you know, flip-flop all over the place. And we do not want flappy flowers. Okay, and I'm using this one from the Labels Dies, and I'm just going to stamp just for you. I can't see if that's straight or not. Sometimes we have that problem. Just for you, so cute. And then I'm just doing Sending Love and Joy on the inside. So this does not even have to be Christmas. It's a little Christmassy, but this could be for, you know, a December birthday or a December wedding. It could be a lot of different things. Okay, I'm just going to overlap a hair because we don't want to cover up all those beautiful flowers. And we're going to pull in our sequins, and I've used all the red off of this sheet, but the gold or the blue or the green, all of these would go beautifully with this paper. So we have 3 sizes of each. So I'm going to do one down there. And that's it. Isn't that beautiful? It is just a beautiful card. So easy. Love it. Okay, that's card number 1. Kind of set that up there. All right. I'm going to put these back in so we don't lose them. Okay. Set that aside. All right, our next card, we are using the same bundle for our sentiment. So we're using that traditional Labels dies, and we're going to grab, what color do we have? We're going to use some Garden Green for this one. And I've used that Birchwood embossing folder. And then I had a lot of our Nest of Winter paper was sticking to me. I have a blue gem sticking to me. Let me put that somewhere. Okay. So I had a lot of this beautiful little bird pattern on the Nest of Winter. I want to make sure it's in the right order. Okay, just like that. Let's adhere this piece down. So this is basic beige on basic beige. Okay, then I have a piece of the Country Woods designer paper. I love this dark wood pattern. And we're going to just stretch this right across the center. Okay, and then we have some real red. And we are going to adhere these. Okay, I like to do the left and then the right. I'm just putting them down lightly in case I have to adjust something. And this is a really fun thing to do with like a fun continuous pattern that you can make a scene but do a little separation in there. like to do that every once in a while. Our designer papers are so pretty. I just love to highlight them sometimes. Okay, so we've got that all adhered down. And then on this little label, we're going to stamp Mary up at the top and Bright. I couldn't fit them quite together on the block, you know, because the photopolymer kind of goes out a little bit, and they didn't fit quite as tight together as I wanted them to. So I'm just going to, I just stamp them separately. Okay. And then I've cut this. This is out of the, it's in the mini catalog. I'm going to think about what it's called here. I think it's a pine set. Maybe not. Maybe it's maybe further this way. This set right here. Branching out dies. We're going to be using this next month, but it has this great little pine branch. So I just die cut that because we have pine in the paper here. One thing we don't have is the bundle that used to go with this, and I'm not sure why. Sometimes they keep the paper but not the bundle, and I really wish they had kept the bundle because it was just really cute. Okay, we're going to pop up this. This is the only thing popped up on the card. And I don't want to cover up that whole bird. He's so cute. I'll kind of just cover up a little bit of him. And then I am using these are the low profile sparkle dots that go with our Perfectly Pear Suite. But these are gorgeous, and they have this darker one, which goes with some of the darker greens that we have. So we're going to just do a couple of these, one, a large and a small. Maybe we'll put that one right there. Why not? And that's it. So it's a great way to use up some of the, if you have a lot of this nested winter from the last year, there's lots of bird patterns in that paper. And you don't need a huge piece of it. And you just, it's 3 by 3 1/4, maybe. Yeah, 3 by 3 1/4, and then you cut it into 1-inch strips. So super easy to do. All right. I'm going to clean that up at the end, and then we have our last project. Let me grab our pieces we need. We need a few more. This is going to take a little more stamping. And a little more colors, optional. Oh, I seem to be missing one of the colors. I think it's, I don't know where it went. I'll find it in a minute. Okay, so what we're going to use, the stamp set, is the Tractor & Co., or Tractor & Company. This is an online exclusive. It has dies, and it's just super fun. And I had not used it yet, so I wanted to use it today. So let's get to our project. Now I designed this for card class, so you could use it for either fall or Christmas. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to make the fall, and then I'll show you the Christmas version. I chose neutral colors, okay? We're going to make it landscape. And I chose neutral colors so that we could do either way, depending. It's only October, so you might still need a fall card for next month. And we live in Northeast Arkansas, so we have a lot of farmers in the area. I have a lot of friends who are farmers, so which is why I bought this. Okay, I'm going to stamp in a minute. All right, so I've cut all the little tractor pieces. So I have 4 pieces of red, and these are the base of my tractor. So we have the front and the little trailer, and then I've die cut a large and 3 small tires, and then a large and 3 small hubcaps or tire centers, and then I die cut a chair because the farmer needs a chair, and then I can't pick it up, the little steering wheel and, you know, exhaust pipe. So what we're going to do is glue these together, and I'm just using little bits of glue. Okay, let that dry. I'm going to just put a little bit of glue right there. All right, my fingers are already sticky. A little bit of glue right here. Try to get my tractor straight with my tires straight. Okay, let's put I'm putting my tires on my grid paper. I think I have a bubble in my glue. I don't know if any of you ever get that, but sometimes you get a little bubble in your glue and it won't stop coming out. Okay. Okay. Ooh, sticky. I am sticky, sticky. All right, I think I got the bubble out. Okay, just a couple little dots. We're gonna put our hubcaps or the center of our tires on. Oh man, I don't know why I'm getting so much glue coming out. I don't like it. Okay, there's that. See how we're getting a bubble and it's just too much glue is coming out. It's like there's negative pressure in there. And I don't like getting glue on my foil. Okay, let's get the seat. I want the seat right inside of my truck, or my tractor. I'm so sticky right now, my goodness. Okay. It was stuck to my paper. To get that bubble out. Okay. Oh my goodness. So gluey today. I am usually not this messy with my glue. All right, we're gonna let that dry for a second. I'm gonna stamp before we do anything else because this is just a mess. Okay, let me clean my hands just a second. This is where we have hand sanitizer comes in handy. Fresh balsam. It matches our projects today. This is leftover from last Christmas. Okay, I also have cookie butter truffle, yum, and fresh balsam. Okay, I think I've got some of the glue off. All right, so we're gonna do a fall card. So I'm gonna take this scrap of white and we are going to stamp a haystack out of, what color is this? I think this is Darling Duckling. gonna stamp a haystack. And then let's grab some timid tiger. That's what we're going to use for our pumpkins. Timid tiger. Okay. And I feel like I have a marker somewhere. Hold on. I had put a marker. Let's grab one. Okay, this is, I dropped that in my glue, so now I have glue back on me. Pecan pie. And I'll use the smaller one, and I'm just going to maybe color my stems. Actually, a darker brown would probably look better, but that's where we are today. All right, we have our dies. There's the haystack, and where's our pumpkins? Right here. Let's grab our die cutter. I don't know if I'm having this much trouble with my glue today. I hope my class is okay tonight. We have our in-person class tonight. Okay, those are on. Hopefully they will not shift. Okay. So we are going to put our haystack, or we're going to put our pumpkins in first. I'm going to grab a little bit of this glue over here, right on the edge of our pumpkins. Glue that into our tractor trailer. And then we're going to glue our hay in there with it. It's just kind of got a big stack of fall stuff in there. Okay. Let's do our sentiment. So I have thankful for you, and then season's greetings, but I'm going to do thankful for you because this would be a cute Thanksgiving, or if you have a little Thanksgiving stamp set, you can do that. But I'm using the Timid Tiger. Thankful for you. Oh, I got a little shadow. We're going to flip that and try it one more time and try not to you know, I've been doing this 20 plus years, 22 years, and sometimes I still have those days. I'm doing this on the back so that, nope, that's the wrong side. I'm just smoothing out the back of my goofy tag now because I don't want it standing up. I'm going to cut that out straight. Okay. And then on the bad side with my shadow, I'm going to have to trim that. Oh man, look, now I'm out of adhesive. When you, let me give you a tip. When you take your adhesive out, when it's all done, look how messy this gets. Peel off anything that might be sticking around that little front edge and get rid of that. That'll help to keep it from sticking so bad. Okay, I'm going to put a new one in. I almost made it. I almost made it to the end of the video without needing to replace, but not quite. Okay, I'm putting a little adhesive there because I want to add a little bit of linen thread. I'm just doing a little bit. Okay, that's good enough. Now we're going to pop this up. One more. Right about here. Thankful for you. And then having the fall colors in our pumpkins and our hay. Oh, my hay has slid down. How did that happen? What did I do? Having in the hay and the pumpkins brings the fall colors to the project, whereas the trees add more of a Christmas color theme. All right, this is going to have to be real close to the front, so we're going to pop that up, and then we're going to pop up the trailer, and this is going to go right behind it. I'm going to give that just 1 second because we're going to pop up, looking for some mini dimensionals here. We're going to have to use these, the sides. We need some thin pop-ups, and we're going to pop up these fun little they're not bumpers, they are fenders, kind of fenders around the wheels. I'm going to pop that up, and this is what kind of gives it that fun tractor look. I'm just doing one on the little one. So cute. And then we can pop this up kind of under that fender. So it's about the same distance as the, I should have put one there. The same level as the front of the tractor. Okay, now a little embellishing and we are ready to go. Now I wanted to pick neutral embellishments because I didn't want to do red or orange. So I chose these antique pearls because they kind of blend in with the background a little bit, but that just gives kind of a fun little pop of shimmer. Do one there. We'll do it maybe over here. Whoops. I got the glue underneath off a little bit. I'm going to put these over just a hair. Okay, and that's it. All right, aside from all of our disasters with the glue, and then for the let's go ahead and do the inside. What do I have? I have so incredibly grateful for all my blessings, especially you. A pretty one to send to your family. Love it. Okay, let's secure this. Okay, so that's the fall version, and then here is the Christmas version. So just changing out the items and your sentiments with those colors, you can do either one with this. So super cute, same layout, just haul in different products. All right, hope you enjoyed today's projects, and if you have any questions, let me know. You get these free, 2 of each, when you place an order of $50 before tax and shipping with me, and I'll send you a PDF as well. Oh, hi, Belita. I got Belita. We have Laura. Hi, Laura. All right. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by, and I have 2 more Halloween projects I'll be sharing on Saturday and Monday. So make sure to check back on my YouTube channel, and I will see you all then. All right, bye everyone.